Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Day After Podcast.
What is up, guys? And today we are back with another animation domination, but this time we're doing 2D versus 3D. I know we have 3D on top, but
Mhm,
that's just how we divided the teams. But yeah, I think it's also kind of symbolic because obviously, especially in Western culture, a lot of the big movies, a lot of the big animation goes to 3D animation.
mhm.
Um, and also in spirit, and also because I was filming today and they had this fun little prop. There is a 2D Ryan on, and obviously there is a 3D Ryan here. I'm gonna get closer to the camera so you can look at this. This will be in a Darman short that we filmed. Uh,
You're getting the exclusives here.
yeah, yeah. If something goes wrong, like one of my favorites is gone, I'm just gonna do this. It's like the same thing.
Well, there's a lot of really good people for this one, so
I agree.
yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be tough to see who goes home pre-merge.
No, we got a lot of cool peeps. So yeah, let's hop into it. All
Okay.
right. First up, from Encanto, we got Abuela Alma Madrigal, and we've seen a lot of people from Encanto on here. I think it is definitely one of the best Disney movies of recent, definitely of like this post 2020 era. Um, yeah. So basically she is the matriarch of the Madrigal household. She's the one that helped build the house and stuff. She herself does not really have any powers,
Mhm.
but she gives Mirabelle a lot of shit for not having powers. Or even though like she's the matriarch, she doesn't really have powers. She's kind of protecting this candle. She's very stern. She's very like order by the book, stuff like that. She does have a soft spot. She has obviously had a hard life that you learn from the movie. And at the end of the day, she does care about her family. She just really hasn't gone about it the right way. But yeah.
Yeah. Great movie. Good matriarch for the family. I mean, she has some for, holding on to, traditions maybe a little too much.
Yeah.
But still great character. We'll see how she does.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have me. We have we have anxiety from Inside Out too. Now I want to show you guys. I'm going to give you another little sneak peek. Who knew that today would be the day that I'd be showing so much stuff? But today I got to film and be anxiety for a Darman thing.
Ooh.
Um, Granted, I made this list kind of as I got the news that I would be doing it today. But at the same time, I'm like, anxiety. I watched Inside Out too. I really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Um, I'm debating whether or not it's recency bias if I like this more than the first one, and I really love the first one. Partially due to this character. This is the embodiment of anxiety. She is someone where she kind of comes in and she feels like, oh, I kind of have to take the reins for this because, like, I keep everyone safe. She her thing is to keep Riley safe and not experience anything bad. So she'll come up with every different scenario that could go wrong and like over prepare and over for something. So like if you want to get a little way of how she plays. Just watch my heroes versus villains experience. That's exactly how I played. Yeah, but anxiety deep down, she has a good heart and everything. It's just that sometimes she goes overboard.
Nice. Yeah, I have not seen Inside Out 2 yet. Uh, definitely looking forward to it. Seems like it's
De-
fun.
Definitely a good movie. Yeah, I loved it.
Nice.
All right. It's weird that this just kind of happened this way,
Yeah.
but all the for 3D animation, all five of them are my people on
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
Next up,
Also 2D animation, by the way, I have like one person, and then but besides that, it's just your people. So it
yeah.
kind of worked
I
weird
mean,
this
it
time.
if we go back down a little bit, like number 5 is just like slightly off from being in the top.
Yeah, yeah.
Just yeah. But anyway, back to 3D animation. We're going with our next contestant. We have Captain Rex. Captain Rex, he is a clone of the bounty hunter Jango Fett, and he is one of the most prominent clones that we see in pretty much all the animation of the Star Wars canon. He is loyal, he is strong. He works pretty closely with Anakin and Ahsoka a lot, and like has a really great relationship with Ahsoka and everything. When Captain Rex, with Order 66 about to happen, was able to get the little chip that was in his brain out and was able to like have to make the heavy choices to go against his men's that are ordering to kill him because he's helping a Jedi out. He's been through a lot. He's a strong leader, decisive, and has gone through a lot of stuff. So
Mhm.
I think he's a good leader for this. I feel like there's a lot
Yeah.
of people that might want to take the will want to take charge. I mean, the first three people I said are like, oh, they're going to want to take charge in their own little way. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
so yeah,
it's the same for me. A lot of my people, same. There's gonna be a lot of big people trying to
yeah.
be controlling. So
I do think that maybe Captain Rex is probably the healthiest person
yeah,
out of the bunch, opposed from maybe Tigress. But yeah,
yeah, definitely.
yeah. All right. Next up, we have Emmett from the Lego movie. Um, in this one, he is the most ordinary Lego. He builds a lot of, he's a construction worker, stuff like that. He loves his ordinary life with really expensive coffee, trendy songs, and stuff like that, but he gets sucked into this adventure and becomes a master builder. And he is quote unquote the chosen one. Um, the thing about Emmett is he is the most ordinary Lego ever. There was even a scene where he was like, they were trying to find him. It was like, we can't find him because he can literally just, he's so plain. He can disguise himself as anything. Um, and, he does discover a lot of power within. He has a lot of great motivational speeches. I think that while he might not be a leader, he can definitely rally people to a cause. This is
Mhm.
also a character I relate with because I'm the basic white guy. And
You
one of
got the
my
same
strengths in
haircuts.
yeah, one of my strengths in acting is you throw like a Letterman jacket on me, I could be a jock. You throw glasses on me, I'm a nerd. A chef's hat, I'm a chef. It's like I feel for Emmett because you throw anything on me, and I'm convinced, yeah, I can be convincing as whatever that is because I just
Uh,
have that generic face.
yeah, nice. Yeah, Lego Movie, one of the goats of animated movies. It's
Agreed.
so good.
You know
Uh,
what's messed up? It did not receive an Academy Award nomination for Best Animated Film,
really,
which to this day is like probably the biggest snubs. It won for
yeah.
music, but music, it's hard to deny what are the best songs, but like
Uh,
for that category, like it definitely deserved to be there. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
I wonder if they were like, "Oh, it's just they just did Legos, so maybe it's weird." I don't know. I wonder what the reasoning behind that is. It could also just be, money. They didn't throw enough money into the Academy Award system because that's what sometimes decides
Yeah,
it.
yeah. All right. Either way, next up we have someone who represents a movie that did win Best Animated
Mhm,
Picture, I believe twice. It is Miles Morales from the Spider-Man movies Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse. Miles Morales, he's a kid growing up in Brooklyn, New York, going into a prep school. He does have brains. He doesn't necessarily like using them to his advantage, more so like he just wants to be an ordinary kid that hangs out with his friends, gets bitten by a spider, and then he pretty much gets involved in this huge conspiracy going on tackling the multiverse, and in the basically like he has to traverse the multiverse meeting all these different kind of like spider people and these different villains, that try and like destroy the universe, basically. Um, he never gives up. He keeps getting back up and fighting. He's funny. Um, he's relatable. He's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I just recently watched the recent, Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, that one was pretty good. I will say I hate that I have to wait for another one. I hated the ending so much of Across the Spider-Verse.
My one complaint with Spider Verse is that it very much feels like this should have been. It very much feels like this should have been one movie because
Uh-huh,
I feel like there were some things in there that definitely didn't need to be. It felt
yeah,
like there were some things in there that could have, like, if you took some of this out and you put the third movie in. Granted, we don't have the third movie, so we don't retroactively see how the second movie is fantastic. But
yeah.
I do watch it and I'm like, this is part one. This is definitely a part one.
Yeah. Yeah, I know some
Yeah.
people, like, knew about it and, like, so but I didn't know about it when I went into Across the
Oh
Spider-Verse, so
yeah.
when I watched it, I got, like, really upset. I was just like,
Yeah.
you can't do this." Like,
It it
it
it
felt like they
yeah.
were building up for the last 15 minutes of the movie almost, and then they just said, "We're done."
I will say it left you on one of the best cliffhangers I think it could have.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I just
So,
like the movie experience to be, like, definitive, like, this
yeah.
encapsulates, like, this
I like to
story.
know I like to know what
Yeah.
I'm in for.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
if there's a big fight and then, like, we see then, like, that someone being like, "Oh, they don't really know what it is," and then that's the end, like, that's fine, but then we didn't get that, it just kind of it was still happening.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, on to
Alright.
my first person here. Someone who, also probably wanting to take some charge, but, I don't know how well he's gonna do on this tribe, to be honest. We got Oogie Boogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and, yeah, I think he needed to be on a tribe, to be honest, that had more villains, and he does not have
Yeah.
a very villain like, a couple people who maybe you can kinda classify, but not there's no
They're
hardcore
villain
villains.
adjacent.
Yeah,
There's, like,
yeah,
2 that are kinda, like, modern day. They're antagonists, but they're not villains. And
yeah,
then you have Raz, who is antagonist, but not really a villain, but back in the old
yeah.
day kinda thing. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah. So, because like, I think his only strategy would be to work with the villains and, like, create a villain group and try to, create a villain alliance, but yeah. Uh, I mean, he's a, fun, big personality, super scary. Like, when you're a kid and you're watching Nightmare for Christmas, this guy is the scariest thing that you could be watching at that age. It is, like, he'll have, like, spiders crawling out of his mouth. Like, he's
Yeah.
literally just, how
He's
can
the
you scare
boogeyman.
kids? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, he loves Jack. He is a gambling man, and I feel
Yep.
like he is made for the. I can see him definitely be like the Russell Hantz of the season.
I was
Um,
gonna say that too.
he's giving me Russell energy, pretty hard. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. It's such a fun movie, great worlds, and whatnot.
Mm,
And so yeah, I'm glad Oogie Boogie is here. And I'm sure I hope he lasts long because I know, like, he's very much a villain. I don't know
mhm.
who we have on the 2D side apart from, like, 1
Yeah.
for sure in my head. Uh, like, I don't know the people from your part. I know, like, a
Uh-huh.
few people, obviously, like, I know Leorio, I know Star and Stripe and Zap, but I don't really know too much about Rose or Sung Jinwoo.
Mhm.
Um but yeah, yeah, so he is definitely a big villain in this season, so I'm hoping he does well.
Definitely, definitely. Um, okay, we talked about her a little bit, but yeah, moving on. Next, we got Roz from Monsters Inc. And I really just put her because I think her scenes with Mike Wazowski are super funny.
Yeah,
She's got this that dry monotone kind of like cadence to her, and just kind of like she just embodies the idea of just people who are just fed up with their job that are still having to do
Oh,
it and they're not happy about it, but they're doing it.
only because she's a secret agent. She
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
Philip Shepherd here,
Yeah.
where she was a secret agent of that job. And so, like, she was doing undercover work and whatnot. She's actually the head of like security for like, human affairs, stuff like that. And so, like, obviously she doesn't have the most in enthusiastic voice,
Mhm.
always
Yeah.
down and like this paperwork.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah.
Yeah, 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 we'll see. She's another one of those people, like, I could see her working with Oogie Boogie. I could see these 2 working together. But she's another person who I do wonder, like, how well is she gonna integrate herself with the rest of the tribe?
Yeah. Also, she's a slug, so I don't know how fast she'll be in some of the obstacle challenges.
Yeah. Yeah, when it's like you have to wait for everyone to get across, something, she's gonna be a liability.
A bit, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on next to one of my favorite characters in animation. We got Scrat from Ice Age. If he can be our Forky of Brantsteele, I'm gonna be so happy because he all he wants is a nut. He just wants nuts, and he wants to bury his nuts, but that never can happen. Something always
No,
prevents him from burying his nuts. Um, my goal is I want Scrat here. I would love it if he can find an idol and then try to hide it. Like that is
yeah.
that is what I want to manifest into this season.
It is possible. I feel, nah, I remember watching Ice Age in theaters, this little scamp.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He can never get he can never get the acorns. He can never get the freaking
Yeah.
nuts at the end. I remember this guy died, went to heaven,
Yeah.
and he couldn't even stay in heaven to get the holy salvation of finally getting what he wanted.
Yeah.
Sid brought him back to life just so he can be tormented and
Yeah.
continue his support. No, continue his journey and trying to get the dang nut.
Yeah. I feel like he was such a huge, like, character when we were growing up, and now, like, I feel no one talks about Ice Age anymore. Like, when they stopped making Ice Age movies, everyone stopped talking about them.
Well, the thing is, Disney bought it up. And the only thing they've done with it is have one Disney Plus release that the animation was definitely lower quality.
Yeah.
It was in January, like one of the first movies to come out in January, which is usually a bad indication of like how a movie quality is.
Mhm.
So it kind of was like they kind of buried it, like, and I think they kind of dissolved Blue Sky, which was kind of like the production company that did it.
Yeah.
So, apart from that one film in 2022, I don't really see them. They might further down the line, if they want to keep the rights, whatever, do something with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know they did come out with some, at least one scratch short. But yeah, he's kind of fallen by the wayside.
Yeah. Well, this is the chance to put Scrat back on the map.
Yep.
So
Just
so yeah, I'm rooting for him. Okay,
all
next
right.
up from the Seth Rogen animated comedy, we got Teresa Taco, voiced by Salma Hayek. Um, and have you watched Sausage Party?
I loved Sausage. Well,
Okay.
it's a hard watch now because like this was before oh, how do I put this? This is a raunchy comedy
Yeah.
before people took into consideration stereotypes and
Yep.
whatnot when they were making comedies. So things were a little bad. And funny enough, it does have a series that is coming out on Amazon. If you notice, some characters are missing because they were like really offensive stereotypes. But no, I thought
Mhm.
Sausage Party was hilarious, and also like the gore, quote unquote, of it was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. You know, it was like messed up Toy Story. You know, like
Yeah,
what if we did what Toy Story does, but make it, you know, the worst awful things that we could do with these cute innocent characters. Um and yeah, Teresa Taco is you know, someone who ends up helping you know, Frank and you know, the main hot dog kind of cast and the main cast, you know, get back into
yeah,
their packages. You know, kind of more, you know, is the one who kind of leads them, guides them through the store. And
mhm.
yeah, she also has, you know, a huge crush on the bun, the hot dog
The bu
bun. Yeah.
Is it Brenda? I think it's Brenda.
It's Brenda. Yeah, it's Brenda.
Yeah.
Um
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it was very, very, apparent throughout. Selma Hayek, really described her as a very dirty taco.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, there's a
um,
reason she's a taco, and I mean, you can make out why why they've made her the taco. Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
But no, very fun, very loyal. And, when you go into, alliance with her, once you go taco, you don't go Baco.
Yeah.
It's a
Uh,
joke from the movie, but
yeah. She's gotta be careful though. They're all about to be out there starving on an island, and she's going to
she
be
is
a
food.
food item.
Yeah. Um, Sentient food, so I think the people you have to worry about most is probably Oogie Boogie or Scrat. I think everyone
Uh,
else will probably understand.
yeah, yeah. Let's hope, you know, if she gets medevaced and she had a fight with someone, you know, we gotta be looking out why.
It's probably she has a bite out of her and stuff, like, she's still
Yeah,
alive, but,
yeah.
uh,
Okay. And last up here for the 3D animation tribe, we got Tigress from Kung Fu Panda. And you know, she's, you know, this kind of badass tiger who you know, especially in the first one, like wants to kind of be like the one to kind of take over and like lead and kind of be the one that you know, the master is kind of giving the power to. But you know,
yeah,
this bumbling panda comes in and you know, basically takes her spots. And you know, she kind of has like a bit of a rival in with him as well, but they end up also becoming a love interest later on because you know, Hollywood. Um
Hollywood.
but yeah, no, she's a, you know, I expect her to be, you know, really good in challenges. I expect her
Oh, yeah.
to also be wanting to take control, and if someone is in control and says a bad idea, she's going to tell everyone that is a bad idea.
Yeah, I think she is someone that could definitely go far. I feel like she has humility as well.
Mhm.
Like, she may not like certain decisions, but she's able to respect it.
Yeah.
Like, when, Poe was made, the Dragon Warrior and stuff, like, Tigress, even though she was resent him for it, still, like, I would say respected the decision, maybe not respected Poe, but, like, she has a lot of honor and stuff like that. She may go against the grain if that's what she believes is truly right, but at the same time, she's a very noble warrior, at the end of the day.
Yeah. Heck yeah, heck yeah. So yeah, that's Tigress and that's the 3D animation tribe. We can move on over here now to the 2D animation tribe.
Give me 1 sec. Let's pause here because I got my call sheet for tomorrow. I want to confirm.
Okay, and we're back here with the 2D animation tribe.
All right, first up,
Oh, big dramatic suspenseful moment here as Ryan went off screen. I don't know what he's doing because we can't see. So we're just gonna wait. Okay.
let's
Oh,
begin. I'm gonna make you wish that I stayed gone. Yes, it is Alistair from Has Been Hotel. I love this guy. everyone loves this guy. So basically, to kind of describe Hazbin Hotel, it is a show that takes place in hell. And the daughter of Lucifer is trying to come up with a way to help with hell's population by making a rehabilitation center called the Has-Been Hotel. Well, it's called like something different in the beginning episode or the beginning YouTube episode, and then it got picked up by Amazon, and it doesn't really explain the origins in the show, but it does in the original pilot.
Mhm.
And so basically, Alistair is the radio demon. He has a radio voice and everything. Has like one of those old timey like Hollywood or old timey like voices where it kind of sounds like this. Um, so this guy always wears a smile on his face. He is considered one of the most powerful demons of all time, taking out big warlords, demon lords out there just for fun, for whatever nefarious scheme. Then he was gone for 7 years, and then he comes back and is helping out Charlie, the daughter of Lucifer, run the hotel and stuff. Why? There's a lot of theories, but no one knows for sure. He's someone where he's super powerful. He can kind of create like these kind of like vines or whatnot, or like antenna basically that can like throw people around, stuff like that. He can use like radio waves and stuff like that to his advantage. And he's hard to kill. He's very charismatic, and yeah, he can make deals with you. And if like you can pretty much sign your soul away to this guy, and he will own you. So be careful with making an alliance with this dude.
Uh-huh.
Um, he is fun. He smiles no matter what. He will, whether it's he's making a deal with someone, whether you're his worst enemy, whether he's in trouble, he is never without a smile. Yeah.
Okay. Nice, nice. Yeah, I have yet to see Hazbin Hotel. Still haven't gotten around to seeing it, but it seems like a fun guy, fun personality. And I kind of want to see him get into an alliance with Oogie Boogie. I feel like that's we need to get that tribe swap as quick as possible so that these two can interact.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah. All right. Next up, we have from another Amazon show, we have Adam Eve. Now, have you watched Invincible?
I have not.
So she is definitely one of the strongest people on there. Essentially, she can see molecules and also like control them, rearrange them, and everything. She was able to like see things on a molecular level at a small age, and she can pretty much either use the atoms, create it into something very, very different. Like she can, if she wanted to, she could turn, lead into gold or stuff like that. She can make food out of thin air, things like that, help create a lot of different things. She can also use this energy to help her fly by like, kind of like moving the particles in the air to do so. Yeah, she is pretty OP. I mean, she has limits. Obviously, it involves a lot of concentration and stuff to do what she does. She is very, very smart. She's someone where I would say she's lawful neutral. Like she's not like chaotic or anything. She's very level-headed, but if a group isn't doing something that she likes, she will uh, go on her own and do
Mhm.
that. Like she was part of the big superhero team in Invincible, and then was like she kind of dipped out because she was like, I don't really think that I should be with these people really. Because it kind of went against what she wanted for herself and everything.
Okay. Nice, nice. There's a few heroes, or people in that realm here that I could definitely see creating a bit of an alliance. So
Oh
definitely,
yeah.
definitely interesting to see how Adam Eve does. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on next here to Leorio from Hunter x Hunter. To be fair, he's someone who probably would have failed the hunter exam if he was not friends
Yeah,
with Gon and Killua, and Kurapika. Like, they basically really do carry him because he's not necessarily like a weakling, but he's not strong.
yeah,
He's like okay in terms of that kind of stuff. So he definitely but he's this fun goofball. He's a hothead, definitely
yeah,
can get easily goaded into doing stupid things, but he's a fun person. He also kind of wants to be a bit of a leader, like he kind of wants to be someone who's making the decisions, even if they're not
mhm,
always the best thing for what ends up happening. But yeah, no, he's just a fun person. I always like the crazy goofball was the Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho, or the Usopp's from One Piece. Those kind of
yeah,
characters are always fun.
yeah. Leorio, I like Hunter x Hunter. Obviously, I don't know how the rest of his story goes beyond what the anime has
Right.
provided us. Because I know there's more, but like, yeah, Leorio, he is someone where he is kind of like an average Joe in a lot of regards. Only, like, and even like him doing the hunter thing is like, like it doesn't fully help my career, but it definitely opens some doors. Um, you know, uh, he's someone where he definitely has leadership qualities and stuff, like even runs to be like pretty much the head of the
Yeah.
entire like hunter, organization. But that was mostly to help out a friend, stuff like that. Uh, yeah, I think he'll be kind of underestimated because we have a lot of big powerhouses on this tribe and in this game in general.
Mhm.
More so on this one. I feel like we have so much power on the 2D animation tribe.
Yeah, I also just see
Like,
this 2D animation tribe being really good in challenges.
yeah.
Like, there's a
Um,
lot of strength, I feel.
literally one can bend reality to her whim. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah. So like maybe they might see him as a weak link, but I feel like he's a loyal enough ally if you get him on his side and prove like I feel like he can definitely be a big worthy number um for whomever wants to work with him.
Mhm. Definitely, definitely.
All right. Next up, we have the thirst trap of of the century here. Marvel took Magneto and pretty much made him Zaddy. We have Magneto from X-Men 97. I actually started watching the original X-Men show from the 90s and whatnot, and it's very different. Basically, Magneto in this time around in this, he basically is he becomes the leader of the X-Men early on, and he's someone where he really respects Charles' wishes and even tries to turn over a new leaf, stuff like that. We kind of learn a lot from him where he is a very caring person. Like that's always been there, but this one we got more depth of like, how willing he was to like adapt and change and whatnot to kind of like bring more peace to mutant kind, especially by the death of his best friend.
Mhm.
He is someone where he literally showcase his powers like, "Yo, I'm not gonna do it." He could start an entire EMP if he wanted to. He's one of the only mutants that can counterbalance Rogue's power, which starts one of the most unexpected, but also not a lot of people look down on it. One of the biggest romances in the MCU in recent history. Between him and Rogue. And also, like, we get to see a lot of like this man, like he's a cultured dude. Like, he tried to lead Genosha. He is someone where he paints. He works out. This dude is shredded. Uh yeah. I think this incarnation of Magneto definitely stands out in a good way. I mean, each Magneto we've gotten in whether it's the movies or some of the TV shows have been good, but this one definitely sets himself apart.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I'll be honest, X-Men is definitely one of the franchises that I have not watched too much of.
Oh, I grew up watching. the original X-Men movies and then, like, whatever animated series was on when I was a kid, like, I loved it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, like,
so
I
yeah.
mean, like, I've watched, like I mean, I watched the bad Wolverine one, where Deadpool is but not really. Um, and then, of course, obviously, the Deadpool movies that have X-Men people in it, but now finally, it's always been kinda like kind of almost adjacent to, like, lateral of the X-Men. It hasn't been super as much as it could be if it was a full X-Men movie, but, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, we'll see how Magneto does here.
Alright, next up we have Mitsuri Kanroji. She is from Demon Slayer, one of my favorite animes, and, she is someone where she is the love Hashira. She is one of the strongest demon slayers out there, and essentially, she is a hopeless romantic. She is also someone that's full of positivity stuff. She is super strong. She also has a basically her fighting style is love breathing, and basically she has a sword that like curves around and everything, but when she moves super fast it kind of like is like a ribbon, like you know how people ribbon dance and
Uh-huh.
whatnot, and can like cut through things, and she can do these like maneuvers this way. um she is someone where she garners a lot of respect. She may seem sometimes positive to a fault, but she is someone that will definitely fight for her cause and help out people where she can. Uh, yeah.
Nice, nice. Still need to watch Demon Slayer for me as well. Still have not gotten on to watching Demon Slayer. But like, yeah, yeah, like I've seen like this character like promoted
Yeah.
on like Crunchyroll and stuff. So
I
it's
mean, she's
like,
hella popular.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up, last but not least, we have number 5. Now, she is from Codename Kids Next Door, one of my favorite cartoons growing up. And she is she's not necessarily the leader, but a lot of people would consider her second in command. She is someone
Mhm,
where she got to know a lot about the kids next door, even some like stuff that's on the DL that no one else really knew about. She is someone where, you know, she's usually cool, calm, collective one in the group, unless, you know, some major shit is going down. Um, I would say definitely like one of the backbones, like number 4, we've
mhm,
had on the channel. He was like a tough guy and whatnot, but he was very, you know, showy about it because like deep down he wasn't able to do it as well. But number
mhm,
5 is like, no, I am capable and I don't have to like advertise it as much. Smart, resourceful, has a bit of a sweet tooth. Was even able to like chill with some villains and even like have, like, really good stories of, like, hey, um, even choosing, like, peaceful alternatives to try and, take down some, you know, villains and
mhm.
even, like, change their minds.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, great character, great show. I could see her also, maybe hooking up with these other heroes. I could see her kind of
Oh,
being
yeah.
able to, lean into that direction a little bit. And yeah, definitely rooting for her.
Oh, yeah, same.
Okay, next up, we got Rose from the show The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic.
So, I didn't even know about this show's existence until you sent it. So, tell
Yeah.
me about the show and also B, about Rose.
So I just started watching, so I haven't watched the whole season yet. So, but I've been enjoying it. It's really good. Rose here, she trains the main character who has learned that he can use healing magic, and how she does it is by brutally beating the shit out of him and doing a bunch of really painful things, forcing him to heal through all of it. And essentially increasing his healing magic by doing that. Like she'll like throw him into the middle of the woods and have to be like fight these crazy huge monsters. And like the guy before this, it's also an isekai, by the way. It's like this guy who just got
Yeah.
like teleported from high school, who is like a loser, who is now being thrown in to kill monsters in the middle of the forest. um
Yep.
she's had like she has like a bunch of guys who are like constantly working for her. She's like constantly training up like the kingdom for healing magic and people to basically save everyone. But she's super brutal. Basically, she has an iron whip basically. Like she really does just like have absolute control and is just like you're going to do it my way and you're going to be happy with it afterwards.
Yeah. All right. I can see that ruffles some feathers on this team.
Mhm. Definitely, definitely. But she's yeah, there's a lot of leaders. I hope a lot of these leaders make it to the merge because
There's too many on both sides. There are so many people that are wanting to try and take control.
yeah,
Uh, no, we got Magneto, we got Rose, Star and Stripe might, Zap definitely will.
yeah,
I think Leorio is pretty chill, but like I would
yeah,
say 3D side definitely has a lot more.
yeah.
I don't know about Sung Jin Woo yet, but we'll get to them when we get to them.
Mhm. Okay. Well, let's just hop on over here now to Star and Stripe, who's only in like 2 episodes of My Hero, but my God, thank you for your service, Star and Stripe. You know, yeah, she basically has this ability that like allows her to, do what she wants. There's some restrictions on how much like exactly what she can do. Um, but it's like she can do pretty much whatever she wants. She
Yeah,
and
her
yeah,
Yeah. Essentially her quirk, because in My Hero Academia, everyone has a quirk for the most part. They have an ability. Her ability is if she touches an item, she can give it a set of rules.
mhm,
Like if she wanted to touch, she can even touch the air. If she wanted to touch the air surrounding my room right now and make a grape soda, it would become grape soda. Or if she was like, Ryan, if you mention Riz in a sentence, your heart will stop. Uh, she can do that. She basically can put rules on anything.
yeah,
There are limits, obviously, but yeah, pretty strong power. Made her the number one hero in America.
yeah. Yeah, she looked up to All Might, and but yeah, no, in the 2 episodes that we get though, she does end up sacrificing herself to essentially make Shigaraki, this main bad guy, essentially lose a bunch of the quirks. Like they all kind of just start exploding inside him, and almost takes a fair amount of quirks away, which is especially needed because considering at that point he had like accumulated like way too many
Way
quirks.
too many.
So her doing that, yeah, yeah, essentially like gives hope that like okay, now he's a little more beatable.
Yeah. Insured, I think you should leave reference. You sure about that?
That's
Uh,
yeah,
Even so, but no, she is someone where she really cares about her troops, the people on her team, sees them as equals, calls them bros. Damn, it's something where I can see them doing some like spin-off stuff with her, like if they want to do like a spin-off
Mhm.
movie or something, because like she was just such a great character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. I could see them like starting back from like the beginning of her story almost, and actually just building it out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Next up, we got Sung Jin Woo from the show Solo Leveling. And in it, Sung Jin Woo starts as essentially someone who is extremely weak, gets hurt every time he goes on a mission. The world is almost kind of like video gamey in some aspects. Like they go
Yeah.
into portals and then they like fight things. And it kind of feels like that. But then there's like a mission that happens where Sung Jin Woo basically dies. Like he should be dead, but kind of gets like revived. But is now suddenly he's like at level one. He's actually weaker than he was before, but then can go into portals, kill things, get XP, and starts growing exponentially stronger. Whereas everyone else is like, this is your power level, this is where you're at all the time. And now suddenly he's someone who's just like spiking and getting stronger at a crazy rate. Um, which is why it's called solo leveling because he starts going into these gates by himself so he can get more XP. So because he doesn't have to share it with anyone.
Yeah.
No one else will be allowed to get the XP, but he would only get a certain amount if people helped. Um,
He yeah.
yeah,
I've heard a lot of great things about this anime. I haven't heard much about it, but I've heard nothing but great things. It's definitely something that's on my list.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad you brought a character from it because I heard obviously it's doing super well right now.
Yeah, it's, super good. I don't know if I liked it too much after the first episode, but, like, the second episode really got me. Um, definitely worth a watch, and, yeah, this guy, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's this picture that I picked for him, but I do feel like we might see a new Yuichi come out of from this guy, you know?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. We don't mention him anymore.
Yuichi is one of the greatest players on our channel.
I understand, but I just hate that guy.
I mean, maybe we'll take solace because I don't think they'll make the anime anymore. It looks like that's done. In the manga, he just died. Yuichi
Oh,
just died.
Yuichi.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I don't know. I
yeah.
mean, watch, he'll come back probably, but right now he just got shot and died.
Okay,
So
nice.
so yeah, that's Sung Jinwoo, and we'll move on next to the next leader or someone trying to vie to be the leader. We got Zap Brannigan, who is essentially, if you take the character of correct Captain Kirk and then make him unlikable, uncharismatic, and fat, and just not not someone that you should want to follow. But of course, it's Futurama, so people follow him blindly. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
yeah.
he is not going to do anything around camp. He's going to tell people what to do, and it's going to be the wrong way to do it. Now, how does someone like that get through Survivor? I don't know, but I want to see it.
Sometimes people make it farther than they should.
Yeah.
Some people would make that argument about me. Um, but there might be something, there's always a goat. Here's
Yeah.
someone that might he can definitely use as a pawn or something like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, like or like kind of like the front man, maybe a veggie shield. I don't know if you watched that
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. It was pretty him, I think, right? Was that, or
It
was it
was
idled out?
it's either I It's either or. It's
Yeah.
always tough sometimes if you don't
Yeah.
see their face. But if they ever watch this, sorry.
Yeah.
But no, like Veggie Seat Shield, I can definitely see him that because like he can say all the shit he wants to at Final Tribal Council, but who really is gonna take this guy seriously?
Yeah, I also kind of could compare him to Jean Robert from Survivor China. I feel like he has some Jean Robert in him.
Some similarities.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well,
No,
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, I feel like there's just so too many leaders. Like how can this many leaders who's going to be the true leader?
That's the hidden theme of
Yeah.
this season. It is leaders.
Yeah. That's a future
There's
season
some
right there. Leaders versus followers.
um yeah, because like just looking at this, because number five, obviously when number one goes away and stuff, like it's the obvious choice to be the leader.
Mhm.
Um Alistair is like a leader, but he just chooses not to be for reasons we don't know yet. Up there, Teresa Taco leads people. Like everyone in some capacity has like a leadership quality.
Yeah.
Even like I would say even Miles, even though he wasn't necessarily a leader, um, but he can get people behind a cause.
Uh-huh. Definitely,
Uh,
definitely.
and Scrat, he leads himself.
Yeah. He leads himself to the acorns and nuts.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right. So from the 2D side, who are your top three?
I think my top 3, I'd have to go with, Leorio, Star and Stripe, and Sung Jinwoo.
For me, I'm gonna go with Alistair, number 5, and Star and Stripe as well. Hanroji and Magneto are close second.
Mhm. Okay, and then what about for the 3D animation tribe?
I have to give Anxiety, I gotta give Anxiety a spot up there, Rex and Emmett. The 3 in the middle, obviously, I'm gonna give, Miles Morales and Oogie Boogie, like, a honorable mention.
Mhm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be rooting for Emmett, Roz, and Scrat. Let's go Scrat.
Nice. Before we continue, let me grab another one of these.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, well, you ready to get into this?
Let's go.
Okay, well, Abuela has found the legacy advantage. Okay, so they
Alright.
can use it when 6 castaways are remaining. And Emmett finds the 3D animation tribe. He gets to camp and immediately finds it.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to put things together, and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
hey, here it is. Huh, this doesn't I can't fit this in anything. Oh my god, it's an
Yes.
idol."
Okay, well, no alliances. No alliances here.
Oh,
Who
okay.
wins immunity? And the 2D animation tribe wins immunity and they also win Flint.
Alright. How is that gonna impact the 3D tribe?
Emmett and Teresa have a minor disagreement. Abuela and Roz have a small fight.
Uh-oh.
Number 5 and Star have a major fight.
These were 2 I thought would get along right off the bat.
I know, right? And Mitsuru is impressing the rest of the team.
I can either
Um,
see
I mean, I think it's going to be Teresa Taco, I guess.
I think it has to be one of those 4. I think Emmett's in a good spot, though. I think it's either Abuela, Rose, or
Yeah.
Teresa.
First vote goes to Teresa. Second vote goes to Tigress. Third vote goes to Tigress. Fourth vote goes to Tigress. Fifth vote goes to Teresa. Sixth vote goes to Teresa. Seventh vote goes to Teresa. Eighth vote goes to Teresa. Ninth vote goes to Tigress. But Teresa Taco,
You know,
don't
sh
don't piss off MS. That is this the story
the
of this
thing
vote.
is the thing is, she's from a rated R, PG-13, she's from a rated R thing. I think everyone else is at least from PG, or at least I think yeah, I think I would consider Star Wars: The Clone Wars like PG-13, maybe because
Mhm.
of theme stuff, but so she kinda stuck out like a sore thumb because, like, she's more vulgar than everyone else, I guess.
Yeah, she probably cracked a joke that, wasn't in everyone's best interest.
She's from a different time,
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah. Well, Anxiety, Boogie, Miles, and, Teresa voted Tigers, so Anxiety, Boogie, Miles on the outs.
Oh, no.
Not good for Anxiety to be on the outs already.
Nope.
Okay, nothing there. Let's see who wins immunity. And 2D Animation Tribe wins immunity. They also win a tarp.
Oh, man.
Scrat and Tigress have a minor disagreement.
He know he messed up too. He has that blank expression, is like, "Uh-oh."
Magneto finds the hidden immunity idol.
Nice.
Magneto and Rose have a small fight.
Oh my god, Alistair, what are you doing?
Alistar and Leorio have a major fight. And a new alliance forms between Adam Eve, Leorio, and Mitsuri.
The first alliance of this game.
Yep. Okay. Is it
I
over for
think
Scrat already?
it might be. I don't know. Tigress got a lot. Tigress got some votes. Maybe because
Yeah,
Tigress' name was already out there, it might be an easy target.
yeah. First vote goes to Abuela. Second vote goes to Boogie. Third vote goes to Abuela. Fourth vote goes to Boogie. Fifth vote goes to Abuela.
Leave this old lady
Sixth
alone.
vote goes to Boogie. Seventh vote goes to Abuela. Eighth vote goes to Boogie. One vote left. And Boogie.
Dang, that
He
sucks.
he cannot get a villain's thing going.
No.
So Abuela, Miles, Rex, Scrat, and Tigress voted Boogie. So Scrat and Tigress work together in the end there. Interesting.
Yeah.
And
Anxiety on the outs again.
yeah, not a good spot there for anxiety.
Nope.
Okay, well, it turns out that Boogie was like Russell Hantz from Australian Survivor getting the second boot
Yeah.
there.
What can you do?
Okay, immunity. And 2D animation
Dang.
tribe wins immunity. We were mentioning that
2D is killing it.
yeah, we
But
mentioned
we
this
also
tribe.
said,
Yeah, this tribe
yeah,
looked like they're just physically probably gonna win challenges more likely. So yeah, they also win comfort items.
what else?
Anxiety's impressing the rest of the team. Okay, good on anxiety.
She's getting her stuff together. She's going through it.
Mitsuri and number 5 have a major fight.
Oh my God.
Leorio and Zap have a minor disagreement. Zap's probably
Everyone's
trying
just
to
fighting.
yeah, Zap's trying to probably tell them how to run camp, and Leorio's not taking it. Magneto now joins this alliance.
Interesting.
Okay. And number 5 is medically evacuated.
No! I
Oh,
thought she was gonna win this thing.
yeah.
This is messed up.
Wow. That's crazy. So Mitsuri has a fight with number 5, and now she gets medevaced. We need to look into questions here about Mitsuri, I gotta say.
Conroji is just too strong. Like she
Yeah.
is a very strong person. So I think maybe she didn't hold back. And number five, oh no, I feel so bad.
Wow. Well, that's the first blow to the 2D animation tribe right there.
Dang.
Okay, well, let's see what happens here with rewards. 3D animation tribe wins reward. They win a grill with meats, vegetables, and spices.
Can this give them an immunity win though?
No.
Dang.
2D.
You always feel bad for those tribes that can win like maybe a reward challenge, but never win that immunity. It's
Mm-hmm.
like out of the two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So unfortunate because yeah, they got to go right back. Abuela and Anxiety
Oh
have a
no.
minor disagreement. Abuela and Tigress have a minor disagreement. Miles and Tigress bond slightly, and an alliance forms between
Oh my
Anxiety.
god.
This is the anti-Abuela alliance.
I just love how his hands are out. It's like I got anxiety on the left. I have Tigress on the right.
uh, okay, Alistar and Zap bond strongly.
Alistair knows he can use this dude.
Yeah. Magneto and Zap bond strongly. Okay.
What
And Magneto now leaves this alliance.
is
And
he?
a new alliance forms between Adam Eve, Leorio, Magneto, Mitsuri, Sung Jin Woo, and Zap.
Okay, interesting.
So yeah, he
You
leaves his
also
alliance, adds them, and adds Sung Jin Woo and Zap Brannigan.
all right. Interesting. So that means let's see. Alistair is on the outs for sure. Uh, I always blank on the names when they're gone.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see when we get when we get back there.
Yeah.
Okay, but first, who is going here? I mean, I feel like an anti-Abuela alliance just happened, so
Yeah, I
leaves
can
me
see
to
Abuelo going here.
yeah. First vote goes to Abuela. Second vote goes to Abuela. Third vote goes to Abuela. Fourth vote goes to Abuela. Fifth vote goes to Roz. Sixth vote goes to Roz. But no, Abuela's still out. If anxiety, okay, anxiety at least voted right this time. Oh, it was Emmett.
Emmett, what the fuck?
Did not. Oh, and Abuela gives the legacy advantage to Miles.
That's nice. Even though,
Okay. He orchestrated a lot of this
yeah,
stuff.
he respects his elders, so like that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. There's now a tribe swap here. Let's see what the new 3D animation tribe. It is Emmet, Magneto, Rose, Star and Stripe, and Sung Jin Woo.
Okay.
The new 2D animation tribe is Alistor, Anxiety, Captain Rex, Roz, and Scrass.
Of course, my favorite, the person I want to win this game is on a tribe where he's definitely in the minority of the numbers.
Yeah. And then we got a 2.5D animation tribe. Here's the new tribe. We got Adam Eve, Leorio, Miles Morales, Mitsuri, Tigress, and Zap.
Interesting. And a new idol will be in play in this tribe.
Mm-hmm. True, true. Okay. Let's see happens here. Yeah, both idols
Oh,
here.
both idols.
Yeah. Could be pretty big. So Emmett, he's on his outs there, like in terms of original tribe, but he has an idol. He could potentially save himself if they do go. Okay, idol's currently hidden here. Okay. 2D
Let's
animation
see.
tribe wins immunity, and the 2.5D animation tribe wins immunity. So
3D is cursed.
yeah, doesn't matter who's on it. So Emmett most likely will be playing his idol.
I feel like he has to.
Star and Jinwoo have small fights, and Jinwoo now leaves this major alliance.
He says,
And,
"Deuces, we're not in the same tribe."
and then he rests at Camp Restore's energy. Okay, well, he just said, I'm not dealing with it today.
Yeah.
Scrat has a major meltdown.
Scrap. Just
uh,
chill.
isn't that the name of one of
No,
the Ice
he found
Age?
a nut. He hit it
Yeah.
on the 3D cam, and now he's like, ah.
Ah. Rex is impressing the rest of the team. Alistor and Scrat have a major fight.
He tries to
Uh,
get the little eye out of his staff, and he's like, "That is not." No, it
that is
pisses him
not a
off.
nut. Leorio has a major meltdown,
Does he
and
leave the
this alliance
alliance? Probably.
dissolves.
It's like, we're all separated. This is kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say yeah. I think Emmett's playing his idols now. I think it's either does Magneto also play it? Is he or does he not? It could be Magneto, Rose, Star and Stripe, or Sung Jin Woo. I mean, Sung
There's
Jin Woo just
really,
kind of said screw it
yeah,
today.
there's really no set alliance on this tribe. So I can see this. I'm gonna have to like I'm kind of rooting for at least Rose or Sung Jin Woo just because I don't know them. I
Uh-huh.
don't want Magneto, Star and Stripe, or Emmett to go. So yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't get too much info.
First vote goes to Emmett.
Emmett, if you go home
Second
with them,
vote goes to
oh my
Magneto.
God. Oh my God.
Third vote goes to Magneto.
No, no,
Fourth vote goes to
no. One
Emmett.
of them is going home with one.
Emmett,
Oh,
you knew, bro. You knew.
no, Emmett, no,
Oh my god.
you idiot.
Oh my god, he got Rose on his side. He probably thought he got like Jinwoo or Star and Stripe as well. He didn't.
Oh no.
Wow.
That's how I
Well,
feel on the inside right now.
well, there goes another 3D animated person.
Oh
Hmm.
no. Oh, this
Okay,
the
final.
thing he can get two idols, dude.
Yeah. And Miles finds the 2.5D animation tribe hidden immunity idol. So he's got the legacy advantage and an idol.
Nice.
And the 3D animation tribe wins reward. They win baked goods, iced tea, and milk. And the 2D animation tribe wins reward. They win chocolate chip cookies.
All right, will this lead to victories?
3D animation tribe wins immunity, and the 2.5D animation tribe wins immunity.
I'm
Okay.
nervous now.
Magneto and Rose bond slightly. An alliance force between Magneto, Rose, and Sung Jin Woo.
Oh, that means dang.
Yeah.
That means
Star and Stripe, right?
out on the
Yeah.
outs.
No events occurred. So
Obviously.
yeah, why would we need to see what happens here? Eve and Mystery bond strongly, and Leorio leaves this alliance.
This sucks.
Well,
It's probably gonna be Alistair.
it looks like it's probably Alistair.
I don't want this to happen. I've been saving this guy for so long.
First vote goes to Rex. Second vote goes to Rex. Third vote goes to Anxiety.
Leave anxiety alone. Oh,
And Rex is just taken out.
that still sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But hey, it wasn't the easy vote of Alistair. Somehow he managed to integrate himself into the tribe.
He has Riz. He is one of the most charismatic people down there. People know not to trust him, but people trust him.
Okay. Let's go here to reward challenge. 3D animation tribe wins reward. They win a visit from a chef. And
Nice.
2D animation tribe wins reward. They win kebabs.
All right, let's see.
2D animation tribe wins immunity, and the 3D animation tribe wins immunity.
These eight will be on the jury, at
Mhm.
least. They have made merge.
Yes, yes. Magneto and Rose find something in common. As then he leaves an
What the
alliance with
heck?
Rose and Sung Jin Woo.
Magneto,
Yeah.
they were hardcore for you too.
Yeah. Well, Anxiety and Roz bond strongly.
Pixar peeps. That's their official name.
Zap has a major meltdown, and that's all we're.
Is he going?
I think we might be losing Zap here.
I don't know. I feel like Tigris could go just because despite the 2D, 3D thing,
Uh,
we have still yet to lose a 2D character within a actual tribal council.
yeah, we'll see. Sometimes you gotta start losing some of your peeps, otherwise, you might come in too strong, but you don't trust everyone. Who knows?
Sure. I know I feel attacked, Joe.
uh,
Remember, I would have been axed.
First vote goes to Zap. Second vote goes to Zap. Third vote goes to Zap. Fourth vote goes to Leorio,
But
but
we
does
are
not
losing.
matter. Zap taken
Zap is
out.
not, they were like, no, we have to break the trend with this one. It's like, no.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunate. I was hoping he'd make the merge here. But I mean he didn't really do much, so whatever. Here we have the merge though. What's the what's your assessment of the top players so far?
Top players. I think that Adam Eve and Conroji have a really strong duo together. Another strong duo to look after is also Rose and Sung Jin Woo. Uh, I feel out of the 3D animation people, there is only four left, or no, five left in this game. Is that right? Anxiety, Rose, Tigress, Scrat, Miles. Yeah, there's five left. To eight. I think Miles is probably playing the best game out of them all.
Mhm.
Just hands down. And Anxiety is playing like a good underdog game where she is definitely the David Wright of this season. Since
Uh,
it is in we are using millennials versus Gen X, she is definitely the David Wright.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate there. We'll start seeing, especially with some immunities here, new idol is hidden, so we'll see how some people use it. Hopefully they don't end up like Emmett, go and vote it out.
They didn't even find it on that tribe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was just like a wasted idol just in general. Also, I'm keeping an eye on Alistair. I know like
Mhm.
he's up to something.
Yeah.
He's gonna pull it in.
I'm
He's
surprised he
just
made it
like
here. Good on him making it
he
here, to be
should have
honest.
for all intents and purposes, he should have gone home. But like
Yeah.
that's not how his story ends. Not
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Let's see who wins first individual immunity. Magneto wins immunity.
Makes sense.
And Miles finds the reward steal. So he can
All right.
steal one reward. Mitsuri and Scrat have a minor disagreement. Rose is impressing the rest of the team as Tigress joins an alliance with Adam, Eve,
Ooh.
and Mitsuri.
I think that's a very strong trio.
Yeah, nice. Um, I hate it, but I think we might be losing Scrat here. I feel like
Yeah,
he doesn't have the connections as well. He just had a disagreement. I feel like he's an easy person to just say they're the merge boots.
I think it is. I'd say, yeah, I think I hate saying it. Alistair is up there as well.
Mhm.
I think Leorio kind of fits in that category. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Miles uses his hidden immunity idol. First vote goes to Miles, does not count. Second vote goes to Miles, does not count. Third vote goes to Miles, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Miles, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Miles, does not count. Sixth vote goes to Miles, does not count. Seventh vote goes to Miles,
Wow.
does not count. Eighth vote goes to Miles, does not count. Ninth vote goes to
No.
Scratch. 10th vote goes to Scratch. 11th vote goes to Leorio. 12th vote goes to Leorio. One vote left. And it's Scratch.
We did the math. We did the math wrong, but we got the right answer.
Yeah. Oh no, Scrat. No.
I'm sorry. I knew you loved this little dude.
uh he's robbed. Scrat is
He
robbed.
yeah. He's just looking that's his space right now. It's just like
Yeah.
you didn't think Miles had an idol. He's
Yeah. When Miles went to play his idol, Scrat also was like, "I got something," and then gave Jeff the acorn.
and just throws it into the fire.
Yeah, and Scratch like freaking out trying to get it.
Yeah.
uh, okay, how did this voting go down? So Jinwoo, Leorio, Magneto, Mystery, Rose, Roz, Scrat, and Star voted Miles. Anxiety, Miles, and Tigress voted Scrat, and Alistor and Eve voted Leorio.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like definitely this could have been a thing of like split votes.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's really hard to say if someone is really on the bottom right here. Maybe
Yeah,
Alistair and Eve if they didn't fully get the memo.
yeah. I feel like Miles should definitely be a little worried that he did just, he just played it idle.
Yeah.
He is now biggest threat in the game after that. So
Oh, yeah. Well, Magneto's up there too, but, like, there's a lot of attention on Miles right now,
yeah.
and he's vulnerable.
Okay, reward challenge. Group number one is Alistar, Anxiety, Adam Eve, Magneto, Mitsuri, and Tigress. Group number two is Leorio, Miles, Rose, Roz, Star and Stripe, and Sung Jin Woo. Group number two, Winter War. They went a trip to a poolside resort with a feast of
I can
burgers,
say
fries, and cocktails.
I do wanna say that if Miles was on the other team, we've gotten 3 A's and 3 M's, and that would have been awesome.
Okay. Who is going to win the second individual immunity challenge? Jin Woo
Hmm.
wins immunity.
Oh, diddly.
Bo Diddley. Uh, Magneto and Rose have a minor disagreement. And an alliance forms between Adam, Eve, Mitsuri, and Rose. So Adam, Eve, and
Like
Mitsuri are, I feel, really close because they keep adding
yeah.
in other females. They got Tigress, now they got Rose in here.
Oh, yeah. And they're targeting dudes too, like, I feel like
Yeah.
the ladies came to play this time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like Miles and Magneto are probably the names people are talking about.
Yeah. I mean, Magneto just a dominating force, also breaking a lot of alliances as well.
Yeah.
It worked for Suri in our Brantsteels before. Can Magneto pull off the same thing? He does have that idol, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. No idol. So first vote goes to Leorio. Second vote goes to Magneto. Third vote goes to Leorio. Fourth vote goes to Magneto. Fifth vote goes to Magneto. Sixth vote goes to Leorio. Seventh vote goes to Leorio. Eighth vote goes to Magneto. Ninth vote goes to Magneto. 10th vote goes to Leorio. 11th vote goes to Leorio. And Leorio
Man.
is taken out. Magneto is holding on to this idol.
Oh yeah.
He's got ice in his veins because like both of
He
those
knows.
times he very well could have been going.
Oh yes.
um so Allosaur, Anxiety, Jinwoo, Magneto, Miles, Rose, and Tigers voted Leorio, Eve, Leorio, Mitsuri, Roz, and Star voted Magneto.
Even Conroji, even though they're a strong duo and they keep getting in different alliances
Mhm.
with someone to be their third, they were still on the bottom of the vote, which is
Yeah.
puzzling. Interesting.
Jin Woo finds the 40 animation tribe hidden immunity idol.
Hmm.
Okay. Group number one is Adam Eve, Mitsuri, Roz, Star and Stripe, and Sung Jinwoo. Group number two is Anxiety, Magneto, Miles, Rose, and Tigress. Alistar does not participate and cannot win reward. Doesn't even get a chance. As group number one wins reward, they win a trip to a floating restaurant with pizza, chicken wings, and beer within viewing range of the camp and letters from home.
Man,
And Miles wins immunity.
nice.
Okay, Eve and Jinwoo have a minor disagreement.
I don't think
Okay,
you want to do that.
yeah. Okay, I don't know.
I'd still say it's really tough to say.
Yeah, I feel like there's
We
voting
have
blocks happening in this game where it's no one's really voting exactly how they individually feel. It's
I will say this too. I think the ladies are picking off the guys
uh-huh.
because the last votes we've been getting have been most apart from Abuela and number 5 who got medevaced. We have yeah, we have 8 ladies left and, 4 guys.
Yeah.
I'm someone where I'm like doing it by gender, I think, is a silly way of doing it, but it does look like,
There's definitely a bit
it
of a
does look
female thing going, and I feel like Adam,
yeah,
Eve, and Mitsuri are kind of the ones controlling it.
yeah. So, I'd say well, the 2 apart from Alistair, the 2 gents with, that are vulnerable besides Alistair have idols, so
Yeah,
whether or not the ladies know about this so it's very, very
yeah,
playable here, what could happen.
definitely, definitely. Well, Jinwoo is playing his idol.
Alright. Was it
First
played
vote
correctly?
goes to Jinwoo, does not count. Second vote goes to Jinwoo, does not count. Third vote goes to Jinwoo, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Jinwoo, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Jinwoo, does not count. Sixth vote goes to Jinwoo, does not count. Seventh vote goes to Jinwoo, does not count. Eighth vote goes to Jinwoo, does not count.
Oh,
Ninth vote
no!
goes to Star. And Star and Stripe
No!
is idled out.
Dang.
Wow. Hey, she sacrificed herself to get Jinwoo to lose his idol.
That she did.
So yeah, Jinwoo, Magneto, and Rose voted Star.
Okay.
Okay. Now Magneto's got to
Alright.
use his idol successfully if he wants to. They want to try to get themselves out of that hole.
It's definitely possible.
Okay, idol is also currently hidden again. Reward challenge. Group number one is Alistar, Anxiety, Adam Eve. Group number two is Miles, Mitsuri, and
A-team.
Tigress. Yeah, the A team. um, Group number three is Magneto, Roz, and Sung Jin Woo. Rose
I
does
have to
stuff.
point this out that it could have done and then the M team and then
Yeah,
RST. I'm
yeah,
like, "Come on."
yeah. That would have been better. I know. Blame Brantsteele, right?
I blame it for a lot of shit in my life.
I feel like this is the most complaining of these rewards groupings that we've ever had.
My people are still in the game. I just complain, okay?
Yeah. Rose does not participate, but automatically wins rewards. And group number three wins reward. They win an aerial tour of the local area, followed by a survivor feast. And Jin Woo wins immunity.
Pretty important time to win it.
Yeah. And Miles finds the hidden immunity idol.
My god, these 3 guys, they just keep, they're bogarting the immunity.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
It is a crazy
anxiety
strat.
has a major meltdown.
I'm surprised she hasn't had one this far.
Yeah, she's been doing pretty good. Um, oh, Rose is leaving this alliance. So Rose, I think, is upset that they were targeting Jin Woo, one of her allies. And she's now kind of like, okay, maybe I'm not in the female alliance here. um, I don't know. I mean,
It's tough to say.
If they get Alistair and then they got Rose with the three guys, that's even. We could go to Rocks. There's a chance we go to Rocks here. There's a chance that Magneto
That
or Miles.
sidebar
Yeah,
looks a little long,
yeah,
so we'll see.
yeah. Um, yeah. Magneto, Miles. Maybe they play Ios too. Who knows? Magneto uses the hidden immunity idol.
Was it correct?
Miles uses the idol. They're saying we're taking us off the table.
Ah,
First vote goes to Miles, does not count. Second vote goes to Miles, does not count. Third vote goes to Miles, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Miles, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Miles, does not count. 6 foot goes to Miles, does not count. 7 foot goes to Miles, does not count. 8 foot goes to Magneto,
Oh
does
my
not
god.
count. 9 foot goes to Magneto, does not count. 10 foot goes to Magneto, does not
No
count.
votes were counted.
Yeah.
So
So
now,
it's the females for Alistair.
man, this is also it is kind of a funny thing because with Magneto going out, or like the thing is, like it seems like these three immunity threats. I was about to say they could have kept like cycling through which ones to do, but because like for whatever reason Miles and Magneto targeted each other,
Mhm,
and like these three should have been working together. Maybe they could have orchestrated some votes onto someone else, but
mhm.
and keep like one thing in play while the other one gets hidden. But
Yeah.
now we're in this situation, and now they'll be vulnerable. Or at least one of them will be.
Yeah. Uh, okay. Well, we'll
This is
see.
tricky.
Yeah, I don't know. This is very random. I feel. I mean, I think Alistair is the person I'd say. Like maybe they just if a female thing is happening, but um, I'm not
The
sure.
thing is, no one is really on their. I'm not just like trying to defend Alistair, but so far he hasn't really been on too many people's radar
Yeah.
right now.
Okay. Let's see what
Yeah, and me
happens.
saying that probably means it's him.
First vote goes to Mitsuri. Second vote goes to Roz. Third vote goes to Rose. Fourth vote goes to Tigress.
Of course it's gonna be
Fifth
messy.
vote goes to Anxiety.
No
Sixth
one
vote
knows what to
goes
do.
to Alistair.
There are 6 people with votes.
Seventh vote goes to Anxiety. Eighth vote goes to Tigress. Ninth vote goes to
Oh my
Mitsuri.
god.
One vote left. And it's Mitsuri.
This is definitely the messiest. I feel like this is the messiest tribal council we have ever had.
A 3-2-2-1-1-1 vote.
That's so in total with this one tribal council, if we count the council votes, we got Anxiety, Conroji, Tigress, Alistair, Rose, and Roz. That was all but 2 people got a vote at this trial. Can we go back up? I'm curious to see
Yeah.
who these two are that didn't get a vote.
Um.
Oh, obviously
Sung
Sung
Jin
Jin,
Woo.
and then Adam. Did Adam Eve not get one?
I don't believe Adam Eve got one.
That says, well, then again, I feel like you can't split votes between your target. Maybe that could have been the case,
Uh-huh.
but wow, now that duo is broken up.
Yeah, yeah. The game just got, opened from this. I feel. I think everything that we knew about the game is like changed. The dynamics are going to be very different.
All because of a double idol play.
Yeah. So let's see. How did this all break out? So Alistair, Eve, Jinwoo, Magneto, Mitsuri, Rose, and Roz voted Miles. Anxiety, Miles, and Tigers voted Magneto. And then in the revote, Alistair, Anxiety, and Miles are the ones to take out
Ah,
Mitsuri. Jinwoo and Rose voted Anxiety. Magneto and Roz voted Tigress. Mitsuri on her own voted Alistair. Eve voted Rose, and Tigers voted Roz. So if Mitsuri had voted Anxiety or Tigers instead, we go to Rocks.
man, that would have been nuts.
Yeah,
It still was nuts. Like,
yeah. Okay. Let's do one more. Actually no, let's do a mid assessment here, actually.
I think the three immunity hog. I'm gonna call them the immunity hogs
All
because
right.
whether it's an idol, whether it's individual immunity, one of these three keep getting it, which is Magneto, Miles, or Sung Jin Woo. I feel like these three are front runners. I feel like the game definitely gets harder for them moving forward.
Mhm,
I don't know how well Adam Eve can navigate the rest of this game without her number one. I
mhm,
think Anxiety is playing a good underdog game. Alistair's playing a pretty silent game. Um, yeah, I'd say that's kind of like my assessment as
Yeah.
of now.
Yeah, I'm definitely impressed with Magneto, Miles, and Sung Jinwoo. I gotta say, like, it seemed like this was definitely just going to be the females just steamrolling,
Yeah.
but these three said no to that.
Well, the tough thing is now they had like two idols to juggle between the three of them. Now that one of them is gone, one of them will be back in play.
Mhm.
It's a lot more tricky to navigate at this point.
Definitely, definitely. They won't have as big of an impact there, but we'll see. I think people are now looking for maybe some new allies.
Maybe.
Potentially, you can convince people to work with you a couple votes here. Okay, let's go here. Two rewards. Miles wins rewards and shares it with Tigress, Anxiety, and Sung Jin Woo. They win at barbecue camp with the loved one. Okay, so Miles doesn't even have to steal the loved ones.
No.
And Jin Woo wins immunity.
All right.
No
Oh
idol is
no, no
found.
one found it.
Nope. Anxiety is impressing the rest of the team. And an alliance force between Anxiety, Miles, Roz, and Sung Jin Woo. Now, I could see this as the potential of Miles and Sung Jin Woo trying to insulate with the rest of the group and
Yeah.
kick Magneto to the curb a little bit, like
I
throw him
feel
under
like
the
this
bus.
is that he's not in a group. He's vulnerable. He
Yeah,
just played an idol. I think that this might be GG's for him.
yeah. I mean, good on him.
Played a really
Getting
great game.
yeah. Okay, first vote goes to Tigers. Second vote goes to Magneto. Third vote goes to Magneto. Fourth vote goes to Magneto. Fifth vote goes to Tigers. Sixth vote goes to Magneto. Seventh vote goes to Tigers. Eighth vote goes to Adam to
Oh,
Eve. And Magneto is voted out.
dang.
So let's see. How did this go here? So Jinwoo, Magneto, and Rose voted Tigers. Alistair, not knowing what's happening in this game, voted Eve.
He is a chaotic person. He might have put
Uh,
Eve down as a joke.
uh
There are people, as we've learned by playing orgs, that some people do throw rogue votes just to fuck with people.
yeah, exactly. Um, but Miles all in on the potential of taking out here Magneto. So got on him there. Two more eliminations before the finale. And Jin Woo finds an immunity idol.
Dang. There's just no stopping. There's no stopping this guy.
Yeah, I mean, just look at all the power that Miles and Jin Woo have here.
Yeah.
And Miles wins immunity.
Oh my God. And Jingwu will play the my this is an insane game.
Okay, Alistair and Miles find something in common.
Nice.
Anxiety and Miles bond strongly. Okay. So yeah, I think Sung Jin was gonna play Io and someone's getting Io'd out here.
My God.
Jinwoo plays the idol. First vote goes to Jinwoo, does not count.
I'm pretty sure Emmett is watching this season and just so depressed that all these idol books keep happening. And he's the one guy that did.
Yeah, he looks way dumber in retrospect now. uh,
Oh.
Second vote here goes to Jinwoo, does not count. Third vote goes to Tigress.
Oh.
Fourth vote goes to Rose. Fifth vote goes to Rose. Sixth vote goes to Tigress. Seventh vote goes to Rose. And Rose is taken out, so Jinwoo did not need to play his idol. He actually should.
I mean, at this
Yeah.
point,
I mean,
it's hard for them. Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
So I
I think it makes sense to play it, because
yeah.
and also if he tried to save an ally, then he would have definitely gone home there. So makes sense. So anxiety, Miles, Rose, and Tigers voted Rose. Also, I think it's great to have your ally on the jury. So for
Yeah.
Jinwoo's sake, it's fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Alistair and Eve voted Jinwoo, and Jinwoo and Rose voted Tigers. Okay, and Jinwoo. What is
This
happening?
dude, he just knows where to look. He's played enough games to be like, "Yeah, it's gonna be here. It's gonna be
Okay,
here."
I think I know what happened. He's solo leveling right now. He unlocked a perk that allowed him to like get a navigation device on idle. It's like that's the only way that this makes sense to me is that he's unlocked some secret hidden perk that only he can access.
He saw Ben's game and was like, "All right, let me do one better.
Yeah.
Because they keep hiding it. I might as well, look for it."
Okay. Who wins immunity? And Miles wins immunity.
The immunity hogs strike again.
Yeah. Okay. No events occurred.
I don't even know what happens now.
I don't know. This game is so chaotic. This might be one of our most chaotic games that we've seen.
This is insane.
No one stands. He does not play it. First vote goes to Eve. Second vote goes to Roz. Third vote goes to Eve. Fourth vote goes to Roz. Fifth vote goes to Roz. Sixth vote goes to Eve. Last votes. And Eve is voted out.
No, that the thing is now he has that going into finale.
Yeah.
Not only that, but Miles has the legacy, which
Yeah.
gets played at 6.
Yeah.
So like the shenanigans keep going on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, anxiety, Jinwoo, Miles, and Roz. So anxiety and Roz. I mean, that's that alliance that we talked about previously of Jinwoo and Miles kind of integrating themselves into the tribe. It's come full circle here now at Final Seven, where they get
This
to
is this
essentially control the votes.
this is nuts, dude. Like how does that even this is like one of the best comeback from behinds we've ever seen. They went from the thing is they kept winning immunity and then by some way, shape, or form were able to stay immune. All except like getting Magneto out have been
Uh-huh.
able to stay in it, navigate. It's insane. We are in finale, so like obviously we're talking about Miles and Sung Jin Woo, which I think these two are just I say immunity hogs, but like they are kings. They are
Yeah.
definitely kings. They may have not won them all in a row or something like that, but like these two have been just passing the ball of like, all right, do you want to win the challenge or do you want to play the idol? You take the challenge win, it's stuff like that. So yeah, these two, oh my God,
Yeah. Definite all-stars, I think, for for
hands
it.
down.
Um,
Um,
yeah, I mean it feels like it's one of those two that are winning, and uh I mean I don't know. Maybe they go out at 5-4, but because I think that they'll both be safe at 6. I think they're both going to play idols or win immunities. I think
yeah,
something will happen to
yeah,
keep both of them here. So yeah, it's looking like yeah, either they go out 5-4 or one of them wins the game. Um,
yeah. Yeah. And I feel like the only person that hasn't been in an alliance is Alistair.
mhm,
I don't know what I'm rooting for him. I know he's someone that likes to play in the background a lot,
yeah.
but we haven't seen him make one single alliance throughout this game. It's a bold strategy. It's got him to the finale, but as the numbers start to dwindle, let's see how this actually works for him. Anxiety, I think, is playing a great social game right now. Always in an alliance. I'd say the same with Roz and Tigress. I feel like those two dudes, Miles and Sung Jin Woo, have been dominating the immunity aspect of the game.
Mhm.
And then the remaining ladies, they have been pretty much navigating a lot of the social aspect. And Alistair is just watching them all go at it right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I think Anxiety, Miles, Roz, and Sung Jinwoo. I feel like those four honestly might team up still for this round of
Yeah.
six and maybe even five. I think like that, like I could see that just them steamrolling unless Alistora and Tigress suddenly start winning these immunities.
I I don't it's one of those things where it's almost too good to be true for Miles and Sung Jin Woo.
Mhm.
You know, that it'll come down on the Cinderella story at some time because all advantages are done at 5. At
Yeah,
4, this is before fire making, so
yeah,
who knows what little shenanigans can happen there.
yeah. True,
It's
true.
not as safe as it is today in the sense of like you can grant someone safety and then two people commit or get to
Yeah,
compete in fire.
yeah. Looking at how good they've been in challenges, I'd imagine that if they're not up against each other, or they face anyone else, they would win fire, and we could potentially
I
get.
I want them to face fire though now.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be the perfect way to end the season.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Who wins immunity? Jin Woo wins immunity. He also wins a steak dinner with wine waiting at camp, and he shares it with Roz and Miles. Okay. Last round to use it. He I guess he Miles said just like Adam Klein, not gonna use it.
I don't think he really had to.
Yeah. I think it's a bad item, like a bad advantage.
Yeah.
There's no
He also he's also someone who never really had to he doesn't need the extra attention either
yeah,
way.
exactly.
So, so yeah.
Anxiety and tigers find something in common. Miles and Jinwoo find something in common. And Miles works hard at camp and becomes tired. So Jinwoo has immunity. He can save his idol for 5 if he wants to. Um,
Miles
Ma-
has to play his thing here.
yep. So
So that leaves Alistair,
Alistair,
Anxiety, Roz.
I think this is Alistair's time.
He's the only one not in alliance at this point.
Yeah, we saw anxiety bond with Tigers, so either that was jury management from anxiety or kind of like anxiety saying, "Hey, Tigers, we're keeping you for this round."
I also love how the embodiment of anxiety has done better than me in this game. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
It's Vanquish's most anguish or anxious player, and the embodiment is doing better in the simulation. Come on.
Yeah. Miles uses the legacy advantage, and Jinwoo uses the idol on Roz.
The what?
What are you doing, Jinwoo? Now it's not the
I
time to
think he
do.
just wants to find it in the eye, find it one more time.
Yeah. First vote goes to Roz, does not count. Second vote goes to Roz, does not count. Third vote goes to Tigers. Fourth vote goes to Tigers. Fifth vote goes to Alistair.
Oh
And
shit.
sixth vote goes to Alistair. So we are tied between
All right,
Tigris
so let
and
me
Alistair.
hold on. We have to go up because I think we have a game changer situation here. So because 3 people are immune, and that is Sung Jin Woo, Miles, and Roz. So like if these people cannot decide between Alistair or Tigress, anxiety automatically gets eliminated from the game.
What an anxiety ridden thing to begin.
Dude, that's insane.
Oh my god. Okay. First vote goes to Alistair. Second vote goes to Alistair. And okay, so they all agreed on Alistair. They were like, "We're not doing that."
No, it was like, no, let's not take out anxiety like this. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, that's wild. Um, so yeah, Anxiety and Chinwoo, yeah, they voted Tigers originally and then switched over. Yeah, and Alistair and Tigers, the two people who ended up going, they were the two that voted together on Raws.
Oh yeah, so they couldn't. So like,
Yeah.
man, anxiety didn't. Anxiety knew the position she was in. She's like, I cannot go home.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm willing to switch. Oh wait, they are not allowed to speak.
Yeah, yeah, not in the revotes, yeah.
Yeah. Look
Okay,
at these
immunity.
alliances
Yeah.
real quick. So like everyone is in an alliance. And everyone is strong in these alliances too. So like this is gonna be hard. I can see this go any number of ways at this point.
Exactly. I mean, it seems like Anxiety and Miles are in the best position. They're the two
Yeah.
in both, so let's see who wins
Uh,
final five immunity. And it is Jin Woo.
very good. Does some no one finds
No
it.
one found it. So it is a chance to take out Miles if they don't want to be loyal here. Miles and
I
Jinwoo
think
bond
you
strongly.
I think you have to take out Miles here.
Anxiety and Roz bond strongly. Okay, so I think we're either losing Miles or Tigress. Either they're sticking strong and just taking out Tigress, or you make the move against Miles.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
First vote goes to Tigress. Second vote goes to Roz. Third vote goes to Tigress.
Or you take out neither.
Yeah, yeah, you just go Tigress.
Or like wow, I mean
I guess that
Miles.
I guess Tigers thought Miles was just too low integrated and no one would budge, so
Yeah.
tried to make a move on
Well, I mean,
Roz,
like
but
he was in a he was in alliance with Tigress and anxiety. So it's like
yeah,
there's really, it's basically where anxiety and Miles wanted to go with the numbers, and then
yeah,
obviously Miles has this respect for Sung Jin Woo. So it's like, all right, this is final four. Can
yeah.
anxiety or Roz win immunity and send us to this fire making potentially?
That would be amazing. Let's see who wins final immunity. Miles
Miles.
wins immunity. He's got to take out Sung Jinwoo. There's no way, right?
That's he has to. He's
Roz
vulnerable
and
for the first time
Jinwoo
in this
bond
game.
strongly. Does Roz allow Jinwoo to go into fire making?
You don't. Yeah, I feel like it's like you have to get rid of him. There's no other way.
I know that's what should happen, but I really want to see Sung Jinwoo and Miles make the end. That would be amazing.
It would be. This is tough though. The scroll bar does not look long.
No. First vote goes to Roz. Second vote goes to Jinwoo. Third vote goes to Jinwoo. And that is the end of Jinwoo, Fallen Angel. Great player.
One of the most deserving fallen angels I think we have ever seen.
Yeah.
Like
He
this man,
he played as hard as he could.
he he has every ounce of respect that I could possibly give.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's not Yuichi.
Yeah, he uh okay. Well, final three. I think there's a clear option here.
It has to be Miles Morales. I will
Yeah,
say that I think both Anxiety and Roz played really strong games. I'm leaning more towards, I feel like if there's a second place, I feel like Anxiety
yeah,
can clutch it, but we don't know how the jury feels. Maybe they want to stay because it is. let me look at this. Um, it is even on genders, so
Mhm.
in a sense, that shouldn't be a factor too much here.
Yeah. I also want
Um,
to point out that 3D animation got their asses kicked in the first part of the game. And look how the final three are. They're all
yeah,
3D animation.
yeah. I will say it's fitting in the sense of like if Miles win, his art style in the Spider-Verse movies are made to resemble 2D a little bit, which is
Mhm.
why I was a little foggy on like, should I put this here? But at the same time, it is technically 3D animation.
Yeah.
So it would be fitting if he is the winner.
Mhm. Okay.
All right.
Let's see what happens here. First vote goes to Anxiety. Second vote goes to Miles. Third vote goes to Roz. Fourth vote goes to Roz. Fifth vote goes to Miles. Sixth vote goes to Miles. Seventh vote goes to Miles. Eighth vote and winner is
Let's
Miles
go.
Morales. 7-1 votes.
I was, man, I felt like anxiety definitely clutched second, but dang.
I think he was like a Carolyn situation where like we saw from our perspective that was doing good, but maybe it was seemed a little too emotionally driven and but even though was like kind of in a lot of the power seat for most of the game.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Miles, very worthy winner here.
Yeah. Um so Alistair was the one to vote for anxiety.
See,
Being a
it
little
my two faves going first is like, I got you. I
yeah.
got you, boo.
Mitsuri and Scrat voted Roz, and then everyone else voted Miles. And Anxiety wins the fan favorite award.
It's funny. Earlier this week when I saw this movie, I'm like, no, I don't like this character. Like it's just because my own battles with anxiety, but
Mhm.
look how I've grown to love her.
Yeah.
Partially because I played her, but now she, my
uh,
God,
this was a chaotic season.
this was an unpredictable season. This I think gets I would have to go through all of our things, but this is definitely top 10, definitely potentially top 5
Yeah.
season in my book.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, I have to see everything together too, but I could see myself putting this top five because especially the post merge onwards, like the game's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was wild all through it. We've had
yeah,
medevacs, we had,
yeah,
different people going up. We had Emmett.
yeah.
Oh gosh, Emmett.
And that's we had some leaders here going out right before the merge. Uh yeah, no, this was crazy. But yeah, Sung Jin Woo, Miles, and Magneto, you know,
Yeah.
got to give those three
Conro
credits.
yeah, Conroji's insane elimination. That was
Yeah.
like that tribal council where all but Adam Eve got a vote. Um, nah, this was wild.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been crazy. Let's see some of these statistics. So Sung Jin Woo most challenge wins with 8, followed by Miles with 6. Um, yeah, they just hogged it all there. Um,
Yeah.
most strategic was Roz, followed by Anxiety, followed by Alistair.
Told you.
Yeah, I guess people like the random throwaway votes.
No, he definitely he does whatever the fuck he wants. He's like he legit screwed up a commercial. It's like I was going for Hillary. He gives no fucks. There's no one he's really scared of. He's just like,
uh,
I'll do this just cause.
yeah. Uh and yeah, just all these idols here just making those three really good and then Emmett is the sad loser.
Emmett, I feel so bad.
Yeah. Uh okay. Well, that's gonna do it here for this episode.
Yeah, this was a fantastic episode. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know we both did. We were on the edge of our seats the whole time. Um, Gave us some of the best power players we've seen in
Yeah,
recent history.
yeah,
Some of the craziest gameplay. This is an S tier season,
yeah.
uh,
I feel like we're
for sure.
definitely going to be seeing some of these people potentially be like this series legends. I feel like this might have had some of them.
Yeah, I think a decent chunk. This is gonna probably be like Cagayan or
Mhm.
Australian Outback, where it's just this is a
Yeah.
season where we get a lot of people coming back from.
Yeah, All-Star, I feel like Last Chance, there's gonna be people that were putting on this season onto Last Chance as well. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah. Well, I hope you all really enjoyed this. Like I said, stay tuned. We have some fun content coming up. We got some interviews that we're gonna let loose. We're gonna be trying to do some brand seals here and there, but Joe's gonna be pretty busy.
Mhm,
I My schedule is always up in the air, as you all know, and we're it's coming together. The Our mini, it's
mhm.
we already have the challenges lined out. We have ideas for advantages, a theme for it. So
Yeah,
it's definitely in the cooks. It's like all we need is like really time, cast, and
yeah.
just iron out the little small details.
Yeah, and definitely stay tuned. We're going to be posting, like an application for people on, if you're seeing this, if you want to be a part of it, like you can apply. You can be a part of our channel. You can come on, and play Survivor, in our little minis. So definitely be on the
Yeah.
lookout for that.
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of exciting stuff coming on. So we'll see you all next time.
Okay, adios.
Peace.